Doctor, what do you foresee tourist possibilities?
Well, I think it's enormous. First of all, you have the ruins, which are the most spectacular of all, and the greatest ruins in Central America, as the central attraction.
Yes.
Then the government has set aside 225 square miles of this tropical forest as a national park. Well, besides the focal interest in the ruins, you have people interested in the birds, the vegetation, the animals, insects, and scientists, as well as people who enjoy a national park.
Well, you have an airstrip here, too, now.
There is an airstrip that was started about 1950, and it was essential to the development of this project. I mean, you couldn't operate this from Muleback as we were accustomed to doing prior to this. And that was the real start that made this project possible. You had to have an airport. All of our materials, equipment, machinery, must come in by air.
And water, too, I believe.
Water, when it fails us. We've now opened up Maya reservoirs and expect rainwater. But when that fails, we have to fly it just to maintain our force.
Well, Doctor, we're standing in the main plaza right now, and perhaps Raul could swing around and show some of the things. Would you give us a brief description of what this is?
Well, you're standing right in the main plaza, the great plaza of Tikal, and the city radiates in all directions from you. And being the nuclear center, of course, you have a concentration of temples. This north side is packed with 16 temples facing the plaza, and then framed by these enormous temples, great temples 1 and 2. And if you notice the concentration of monuments, which is a Maya, is an indication of the importance of this zone to the Maya, because they erected monuments in honor of these gods of these various temples. So we decided our first work should concentrate right here, because we expect to find at least threads of about 2,000 years of history packed into this development right here alone. And it's in a concentrated form. So we're working here first, and we excavated steel and discovered. Position of the tomb. You can't predict that, but by experience you can tell a temple of this sort was built over a tomb. So we started at the top, cutting from the floor level of the tomb directly downward. So it could have been the top platform, it could have been the pyramid, but it happened to be 60 feet below the top of the temple. So we had to go all the way down and cut into bedrock, and it was built about 20 feet below bedrock.
Pretty big job.
It was a chamber carved out of bedrock, and it was a major tomb with an elderly man, undoubtedly a high official in the Maya, placed on a wooden litter with 7 or 8 young men sacrificed to accompany him on his after
the other world.
That's right. And with a great deal of his personal riches, and then offerings of food and very fine pottery vessels. And a crocodile was placed alongside as food, and turtles and birds, and undoubtedly regular food like tortillas and beans and so on. Well, that was a major operation. We uncovered that tomb last year.
And you're still studying it?
Yes, they were still repairing the material because in ancient times the roof had collapsed, which crushed most of the delicate pottery specimens. And now we've completed our investigation of this Temple of the Red Stealer, and now we're going to refill that cut and solidify the whole building, so that you will see the actual building itself in a fair state of preservation. We won't restore it to its complete state, but solidify it so that what is there now will be preserved.
Well, sir, what is this one immediately behind us? And I think probably Raul could pick that up.
This is the temple we call the giant jaguar, because there were carved wood beams over the doorways, and the major scene there is a priest seated on a throne with a rampant jaguar looming over him. He's in a heroic scale, and so we call it the Temple of the Giant Jaguar.
Well, now, is this a new type excavation, or have you been on this for several years?
We've been on this several years. This is in its second year, as a matter of fact.
What is your staff here, Doctor?
We have a staff that's rather international. We have a nuclear staff.
Rolling? Dr. Schiff, how long have you been exploring this area?
We began in January of 6. We're on our 5th year.
How many more years do you personally want?
Well, I personally hope to be on the project for another 6.
You said you were started when?
In January of 1956.
Make sure.
This is our 5th starting January. We've finished our 4th. We're on our 5th right now.
How many months per year do you put in, Doctor?
Well, we've been actually working 12 months a year, but that's unusual on an art project.
Well, you personally were not here 12 months.
No, about 6 months of the year.
You teach the rest of the time?
No, do research. Try to write up the reports, result of the work here.
What are the major conclusions that you've made so far?
Well, we now have found the oldest dated monument here that's known in my area. Well, we believed that before, but we didn't have the proof. And that's one of our major discoveries.
That's the one we just saw down the road.
That's right. And then, as we've always felt, this was a cultural center of the Maya, more or less the capital from which stemmed the whole civilization. We're beginning to probe that now, and finding, well, for example, right here in the plaza, we think a beginning of about 1000 B.C. And all you're seeing here is the final result, let's say the apogee of the Maya culture. But all below you and building up is material from about 1000 B.C. up to about 1000 A.D. So we have about 2,000 to 3,000 years of occupation.
Well, Doctor, have you reached a personal conclusion as to why the Mayans left?
Yes, I have. We think it's a matter of overpopulation and overrunning their agricultural potential of the area. The increase in population is fantastic from about 700 to 900 A.D. And I personally believe it was a question of too many people for the amount of agricultural land available to them.
And they went from here to Yucatan?
Well, no, we don't exactly know where they went, but they spread out. Probably there wasn't an overnight proposition of leaving here, but a gradual dissipation of the population to more advantageous places, and a breakdown of the cultural organization, too.